Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Garden of Sports Baseball Podcast. It's time for Week 3 prep. I apologize we missed last week just due to the holiday. We were with family, so had a break week, but we're back hot and heavy, and we're ready to go.
Had some family stuff going on.
Oh, my God. So basically, if you haven't listened to the podcast before, you just started with baseball. We go over our surprises of the week for Zach and I. Go over key pickups, watch list, quick hook, watch list, just like deep league watch list guys. And then we go over trade targets. We talk about buy lows and sell highs. And we try to do it in a condensed format just so we don't waste too much of the listeners' time. And yeah, we try to hit every player we can going off. Hopefully this will help you win your week. So let's jump in.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Zach, who are your surprises of the week for week 2?
Yeah, so got some surprises here, and boy was I surprised. Started off with, you like Jazz?
Oh my gosh, well, only that is a voice thing.
We got Jazz Chisholm Jr. Definitely surprised me this week. Had a hell of a fucking week. He's going off for Miami. So yeah, he definitely was a surprise. And then we got a pitcher here, Nestor Cortez for the Yankees. Had a great week. I think he had a 2-start week and 2 quality starts. And also, Jake, I don't know if you saw the highlight that he had a great defensive play where he it was a little grounder like out, past first, and Rizzo catches it and there's nobody on first, and the guy the whoever hit it sprinting down the line. But here comes Cortez, full speed over there, going crazy, and Rizzo tosses him the ball. He dives, catches it, and touches the bag with the glove right before the hitter touches it, dude. It was pretty awesome, honestly.
Wow.
Like
he didn't blow out his hammy running?
Yeah, that's why he didn't get hurt. He just hopped right up and was like all pumped, Like it was pretty awesome. Like he sprints,
nice.
like full sprint and dives. And perfect little underhand toss from Rizzo. He just dives, catches it, touches the bag with the glove. Like, it was pretty cool. Like, beat it by like
nice.
a half second, man. It was pretty awesome.
Sure.
I've never seen a pitcher look that athletic.
Yeah, real quick, the stats though. Jazz Chisholm Jr., number 16 points leagues ranked hitter, so he's obviously going off like Zach said. .325 batting average, 4 home runs, 15 RBI, 3 stolen bases, so looks like a true breakout, which is
doing
what
everything
people are drafted him for in the upside. And I'm not going to lie, I wasn't a Jazz believer this year. I wasn't targeting him heavily in drafts.
Same for me, dude. I wasn't jazzed about it.
Oh my gosh. And Nestor Cortez is more out of nowhere, unlike Jazz Chisholm, where Nestor was just probably going to be. I thought he was going to be a reliever. I think he might have said that he got the 5th starting spot, but wasn't high in him on draft day, but right now, ERA 1.5, whip 15.2 innings pitched, so 25 strikeouts, so we might be witnessing a breakout. We do have to keep in mind, 1 start was Baltimore, 1 start was Cleveland, but Cleveland has had a really good start to the year, so I think that's a good one still. All impressive regardless. Let's just, maybe he's potentially sell high, but we could talk about that more later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's good for the Yankees that they're actually, staying healthy. I think we took their bad mojo from previous years or something. Starters out or whatever. So my surprises of the week, Ty France for my hitter, number 1 ranked hitter right now in Yahoo Fantasy Points leagues. I imagine he is in Roto leagues as well. .356 batting average, 4 home runs, 17 RBI. It looks like he's seeing the ball really well. I think we're witnessing a legit breakout.
Yeah.
And you probably drafted this guy late, if you have him. I mean, congrats to you. That makes up for any failed draft picks, for sure. Could push you over the edge. And my second surprise is Carlos Carrasco. Lights out against San Francisco, who's been, as we know, a pretty dang good team. 7.2 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, only 2 hits. Yeah. I was really impressed, and this is like the Carlos that from
a couple years ago. Yeah. Yeah, where he was like the number 5 pitcher like 4 years ago.
Yeah, and then he had a bad injury, and then
Cancer.
came back. Oh, that's what it was? I thought he had
The
also
first
an arm injury. Okay.
He had cancer and an arm injury. Yeah.
I just know when this wasn't good. Like, he's unrosterable. So it's really nice to see if he has like the comeback. He could get comeback player of the year, with that kind of return, like this form.
Yeah, so, if he can keep it up, I mean, unless he's like totally back and like fully good, I mean, I don't think he's going to go 8 innings often, but he had it going that night for sure.
Yeah, well, he's had 2 starts, has he not?
Yeah, he's had 2 starts, but I mean, this one almost 8 innings. I don't think we're going to see that all the time because I think they're going to watch it with him because he is 35, and they're definitely going to want him for the playoffs.
Yeah, but yeah, 1.47 ERA, 0.6 WHIP, 18.1 innings pitched total so far, and 20 strikeouts. So
yeah, he's looking fucking awesome.
Up to 77% rostered. He's not on our pickup list just because he's already is so high, but if for some reason he wasn't owned, go ahead and obviously grab this guy. He looks like an ace.
Yeah.
Ace level.
For sure.
Let's jump into key pickups, Zach. I broke it into hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, let's do that, Jake.
So hitters here. JP Crawford, 25th ranked batter right now. 0.34 batting average, 2 home runs, 7 RBI, 1 stolen base. I think This is a really good shortstop pickup if you weren't able to draft one, deep in your draft. It can get, I think it's definitely a position that can get pretty weak at the end of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
So if nobody, bounced your way, this could definitely fill in your roster.
Hell yeah.
Thairo Estrada, 29th ranked hitter in Yahoo, 0.255 average, 2 home runs, 9 RBI, 3 stolen bases.
Like the stolen bases for sure.
He's filling in for, I believe, an injured player in San Francisco, but I think he's on his way into keeping a starting job.
Yeah, so, I would say so.
He's definitely at least a stream at this point. I mean, you got to ride him while he's hot. You have any other thoughts on this guy, Zach?
I think I'm right there with you. I mean, stream, and you might be dropping him in a week or two, but I mean, right now he's definitely worth a pickup especially with the stolen base numbers.
Yeah, and he's only up to 57% rostered, so definitely should be out there.
Yeah, go and check on him.
And this guy, I don't have him at the top only because he's day-to-day right now. But Brandon Marsh, 68th ranked hitter in Yahoo, 0.306 batting average, 2 home runs, 13 RBI, 1 stolen base. It just looks like this team is pretty stacked this year, so I think he's got a good lineup around him. And it also looks like he's coming into a breakout. And he's near my top pickups because he's only 33% rostered. Like, people are just starting to notice. Mm-hmm. So we just have to see how this injury plays out. Oh no, it says it's a stomach bug, so he's not even injured.
Okay, so he'll be back.
Yeah, he's definitely my top outfielder pickup. For sure. I don't know if this next guy's pretty close, but he's kind of slowed down in the past week compared to his first week and a half. Jesus Sanchez, 49th ranked on Yahoo, 0.34 batting average, 3 home runs, 9 RBI. He's on Miami. It looks like it could be like a little breakout for him. I'm just higher on Brandon Marsh. How do you feel about those two, Zach? Who would you pick first?
Those two, I think I'll go with Brandon Marsh. I just think there might be a little bit more there.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
I think Jesus Sanchez is going to hit a wall. Brandon Marsh intrigues me a little bit more.
This guy might even be over.
I feel like I know who Jesus Sanchez is at this point,
Gotcha. Yeah, and I think I maybe spoke a little too soon on... I think I put Jerkson Profar over Jesus. He's ranked 28th batter, 0.239 batting average, 4 home runs, 11 RBI. I think I would rank him right next to Brandon Marsh. I just think... I like the upside of Marsh better.
Profar has a ton of upside too. This could be like his big breakout year that they've been talking about for like 3 years.
Yeah, that's why I'm a little skeptical.
But Profar is he's like the next Byron Buxton. He's just gonna have an amazing year out of nowhere.
Yeah, his batting average isn't that high right now. I
Oh,
don't know. Yeah, they're both up there.
this is way out of order, but I missed another surprise of the week that I had.
Add him to hitters, or
Sure, I can add him to hitters, but he's probably highly owned though. It's Byron Buxton. But my surprise is though, dude. Did you watch the White Sox game today?
No, I was not able to.
Well, be glad you did, because it was a heartbreaker. They lost it in extra innings in the 10th inning. Liam Hendriks blown save. They had the lead. They had the lead in the 10th inning, 4-3, and then Hendriks went out to close it out. In the bottom of the 10th or whatever. And Byron Buxton hits like a 500-foot moonshot to the third deck. A 2-run homer to win, walk off.
Wow.
It's literally like, dude, it hit the jet stream, and that thing's getting carried like all the way to like the East Coast. Like,
he's not really a surprise though.
No, but my surprise was that he hit like a 500-foot home run into the third deck off of Liam Hendriks.
That's not like a surprise player. You know what? You know what? He's been good all year. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not saying the player surprised me. I'm just saying I was surprised to see that he hit a 500-foot home run off of Hendriks to walk off. Like, that was pretty insane.
Yeah,
I just thought that was cool.
Bringing down my mood. That's awesome, dude. Great. That's awesome, bro. Thanks a lot.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, back to Profar. I'd still put Marsh ahead of him in my order, and then Profar, and then Sanchez.
Yeah, I'd probably the same.
Okay. And then we always try to go over a catcher if we can, if you're just streaming catchers, or whoever you drafted didn't work out, because it's so hard to predict.
Mm-hmm.
But Sean Murphy for Oakland, looking like a stud. He's actually ranked 55th in all of hitters in Yahoo. .242 batting average, 3 home runs, 11 RBI. He's already up to 75% rostered, so I still had to throw him on here because of how good he's doing, just in case. But people have caught on to him because he was more like an early last week pickup for sure. And then a couple of heavy hitters I wanted to talk about who are just starting to have a couple good games. If you're looking for some home runs, you need some extra outfielders. Jock Peterson and Hunter Renfro, big home run hitters that usually just go on streaks. And it looks like they could be entering a streak, both of them, right now. So, definitely some hype. Wow, yeah, Jock Peterson just went 3 for 3 today with 2 home runs, 18 fantasy points. And he's also batting, just on the season, .317 batting average, 3 home runs, 5 RBI, 1 stolen base. So, yeah, I think if you want to ride a hot streak, Jock Peterson's a good one. And then same with Hunter Renfro. I think he's been being dropped in leagues because he's had a pretty bad start. But it looks like he might be finding the swing. Just yesterday he went 3 for 4 at the plate, 1 home run, 1 RBI, 7 total bases. So I would check him out. Yeah, he's 5% down. So he's down to 70% for the Milwaukee Brewers, and he's a slugger, so look for some home runs if you're in a categories league. I mean, these are the guys, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you have any other hitters, Zach, that you want to talk about that are like for sure key pickups, or could they wait for the watch list? Or
I think we can wait for the watch list. I think
all right.
Jerks and Profar was like my main one that I definitely wanted to touch on this week.
Gotcha. All right, pitchers for key pickups. Gosh, this is kind of out of order. I think I would go Mackenzie Gore first. So let's start with him.
Yeah.
1.74 ERA, 1.06 WHIP, 10 strikeouts. He's on a stacked San Diego team. He's already up to 59% rostered, but
yeah, it should be higher still.
You still got to look. Yeah, after the game on April 20th, 4 days ago, I think he's a must-roster player.
Yeah.
Until he slows down.
He's arrived. He's here to stay, guys.
Yeah. So usually on my key pickups, I put not maybe the best fantasy player so far, but the highest upside. So that's why I put Gore here. Then I would put Josiah Gray. He came up last year for Washington, and then he didn't. He was kind of pretty bad last year, if I remember right.
He was very bad, yes. You're not exaggerating. He was pretty shit.
But really good first two starts this year. 3.14 ERA, 1.33 whip, 18 strikeouts. And the last one was against Arizona. I have to look at what the first one was against. Do you have that down here, Zach?
I do not.
Let's see, okay. But either way, he's a 132nd ranked pitcher. I think he could easily break the top 100, and that makes him for sure worth a roster. And so I grabbed him for the upside in our Yahoo league. Didn't even get a shot at him in our ESPN league. He was already grabbed. So, but yeah, he'd be my number 2. And then I really like Garrett Willock here. They were using him in the bullpen. He was basically like a middle reliever, pitching 1 to 2 innings, and then he actually got a start this past week for Boston, who's kind of doesn't have a lot of pitching depth, and he just looks lights out. I don't know if they're going to keep starting him or what, but 0.66 ERA, 0.51 WHIP, 1 save, 13.2 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts.
Yeah, he's
29th ranked pitcher.
Yeah, pick that. I mean, that's crazy.
69% rostered, so he is a little higher.
Nice.
But if he's nice, if he's somehow still available, you got to grab this guy because he's just a steal. I mean, he could be the closer or he could be a starter. We don't really know.
Right.
It's like they're multi-tool.
That's awesome.
Kind of like Crochet in a way, like older Crochet. But yeah, and Dylan Bundy, another guy pitching lights out, bro. And he did this. I don't know if he takes years off, like he's an every other year guy, but he did this 2 years ago. He basically had a top 10 fantasy season for a starting pitcher when he was on the Angels. And then last year he was really bad again, so he's only like maybe a stream option. This year in 3 starts, bro, 0.59 ERA. I think it's been 3 starts. 0.72 WHIP. It's been 3 because they all have been 5 innings. 15.1 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts. So he's not necessarily a high strikeout guy, but he's not getting hit. Like, this is 3 wins, 27th ranked starting pitcher, and he's only 51% rostered. And that's in Yahoo. So that means in ESPN he's only like 30. Like, it's always ESPN's always behind the curve.
Yeah.
So if you're going for the best season so far, it'd be Whitlock and Bundy. If you the most upside, I would go Gore and Gray. Like at Bundy, he could fall off any time or get injured, so I'm a little worried about him. And then a couple of guys who are over 80% rostered, but if they're not owned in your league, I just want to talk about them since we didn't have an episode last week. Nestor Cortez, like Zach said above, that was his surprise of the week for the Yankees. He might almost be 90% owned now, but we read the stats. I mean, under 1 ERA, guys going off. Kyle Wright is the other one for Atlanta. He's probably the number 1 pickup last week. He is 83% owned, 1.06 ERA, 0.76 WHIP, 26 strikeouts. So it looks like this could be legit, and that's 3 starts now, and 1 was against San Diego. So pretty hyped. I'm pretty hyped about this guy. I wish I got him.
Yeah, he's very exciting looking.
Yeah. And then a surprise team that's doing good to start the season is the Cubs. And with that, they didn't have a official closer, but it looks like David Robertson has taken on that role. And he's 0 ERA, 0.67 WHIP, 4 saves in 6 innings pitched with 6 strikeouts. So he's up to 80% owned now, but definitely worth the grab if somehow he's still available in your league. Like if the Cubs can keep getting wins, this is a great pickup. Especially if you don't even have a closer. Did you have any other pitchers that like you were for sure pickups, Zach? Key pickups?
Nope. I mean Trevor McGill, but I'm pretty sure he's pretty highly owned at this point.
Okay.
Or Tyler McGill.
Tyler McGill. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think he's up there. So, and I wanted to mention Mackenzie Gore, and we did, and Josiah Gray. So we touched on everything I was thinking about.
Awesome. Awesome.
Awesome sauce.
Watch list with a quick hook. Let's basically you're waiting for like one more good start and you got to grab these guys or they're going to be gone. Or if you're in a deep league, these are you guys you could grab now, but another Cubs pitcher that looks good, Keegan Thompson, 0 ERA, .66 whip in 13.2 innings pitched with 14 strikeouts. So I think they're still stretching him out, possibly because he pitched 3 innings in this first start, 3.2 in the second, 4 innings in the third start. But dude's been unhittable. He's up to 17% owned, so he's pretty low owned, and he's the number 40 ranked pitcher right now. So I don't know if they're stretching him out to get to 5-6 innings, but he looks. I don't know much about his backstory though. If you might want to jump in, Zach, but he's on my watch list.
He is a long reliever, so I don't think they're going to be stretching him out.
Okay, I mean, gotcha.
maybe
they just don't have depth,
maybe he'll be a sixth starter every now and then.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, maybe they will if they get like an injury for sure. He'd be the guy that's going to be that guy that steps into the rotation then.
For sure.
But right now they kind of need him because a lot of their pitchers aren't going like more than like 4 innings. So, he's able to go out there and give 3 and get right into like the setup guy and closer,
Yeah.
It's kind of a great situation right now with him.
Yeah, he looks really good. For sure. And then this is an older pitcher, Miles Mikolas. 1 win, 1.76 ERA, 1.04 whip, in 15.1 innings pitched, and 13 strikeouts. So, St. Louis Cardinals starting pitcher, he's up to 40% rostered. I think people are grabbing him to stream tomorrow. But he looks like he could be, I mean, if he does good tomorrow, he could be a hold, because that would be his third start. And he looked really solid in his first 2. Got a good team behind him. So I don't know, he's on my watch list, quick hook, or if you need a stream pitcher, this is the guy tomorrow, I think. And then Josh Lowe was, he's a rookie in Tampa Bay, right, Zach?
Yeah.
And he started pretty bad. I saw that people were dropping him. So I think it's just, I have a watch list quick hook just because he could turn it around at any time. He was like a top prospect for the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yep. And he's still a 5-tool caliber player. So if he can start going off, he gets stolen bases and everything. So
yeah, he's down to 35% rostered, so you could probably add him to your watch list. And
I mean, he's hitting 170 right now.
Yeah, so there's just like all the guys we talked about so far are just better pickups right now.
Yeah.
Another quick hook guy, if you're going to need a reliever, Emilio Pagan was traded to the Twins right before the season started. He's had 2 saves in a row, the 21st and the 22nd here. So I don't know if he's earning the closing job, but that's why I'm waiting. That's why I got a quick hook, because the Twins are a heavy hitting team. Like, they're going to be in games this year, so he could get a lot of saves. And he looks pretty dang good. So right now it's a deeper league move. 10 team, you got to wait. At least add him to your watch list. Brandon Crawford. This is the guy I dropped. He's a shortstop, older shortstop for the San Francisco Giants. And I have him on my watch list just because he seems to be picking it up again. I drafted him like as my last pick or something, and he's still actually, it says -2%, but it might start going up because he's had a couple of good games in a row now. He's 67% owned, .245 batting average, 1 home run, 8 RBI. And just in his past 3 games, he's gotten 16.5 fantasy points.
Yep.
So someone to definitely watch. If you need a shortstop, this is a good guy to grab on a good team. So just wanted to mention him. And then Gregory Soto looks like he is taking the closing job for Detroit. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, 1.59 ERA, 1.06 whip, 3 saves, and 5.2 innings pitched with 3 strikeouts. So, and Detroit's a good young team that can also hang in games. They're not gonna like win the championship or anything, but if they're hanging around, that means a lot more saves.
Hmm.
I see you grabbed him, Zach. Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did. I dropped Anthony Bender. I just couldn't handle any more blown saves.
For sure. Yeah, so add him to your watch list, guys. Quick hook.
And honestly, even though I just dropped him, I would put Anthony Bender on your watch list with a quick hook as well. Just watch if he gets a couple saves in a row and stops blowing it. Maybe he'd be
Okay.
worth another ad, you know. Maybe I can do the old reach around and get him back on my team.
The old reach around. All right. Yeah, no, he definitely looks rough. Not rosterable right now.
Yeah, definitely not. But put him on your watch
Watch
list at least, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, put him on your watch list. Another guy being dropped is Mikey Ostromski, who kind of had a breakout year last year. And hold on, I'm trying to pull up his stats right now. I think I'm just spelling it wrong. Dang it. Do you have the stats in front of you, Zach?
I'm trying to pull it up too.
But yeah,
Mike Yastrzemski, I got it.
okay.
He's got a 267 batting average, 1 home run, 3 RBI. So the numbers are starting to come up, but he is positive for COVID-19 now. So definitely on your watch list.
Yeah, stud outfielder. He's down to 30% owned, but he was starting to heat up right before he got the COVID. So
yeah,
definitely a quick hook in a 12-team league or beyond like that, and then 10-team watch list. And then I wanted to talk about Christian Javier for the Houston Astros because he's looking pretty solid, and he looks like he could potentially become like a multi-inning middle reliever. He could become a closer in the future. He could become their 5th starter. It's kind of all up in the air. He's got 29 fantasy points, 0 ERA, .72 WHIP, 12 strikeouts. So
yeah,
it looks like he's pitched 3 times. 2 of them have been 3 innings. So I mean, he's definitely getting at the very minimum. He's getting stretched out to where he could be a starter. Another guy like very talented, high upside. Houston obviously always does good with their pitchers, so
yeah,
definite watch list guy.
absolutely,
Now I'm stealing your adjective, definitely, bro.
definitely, dude.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but that kind of covers all my players. I think a lot of players that we would have talked about last week are 80% owned or higher now, so we don't really need to hit those guys. There's some other okay play. Are there any other players you wanted to hit on, Zach?
No.
Okay. All right, and then we're gonna do a buy low, sell high. So because it's such an so early in the season, I actually have a lot of names on here. So just to condense it up, Zach, I'm gonna run through.
Yeah.
You give me like your initial take. I'll tell you mine, and we'll go to the next. Just because I have a lot of guys to talk about on each list, like
Yeah.
10 buy low, 10 sell high.
Yes.
So buy low, my first one, Jack Flaherty. He looks like he's doing really well in his rehab. He could be back within the month, and he's the ace of the St. Louis Cardinals. Would you be buying low right now?
I would be buying low, but I think it's going to be very hard because whoever has him is probably not going to want to give him back, given that information you just said. So, is not going to want to give him away.
They might if they need. They have a lot of players already. If they need hitting and they don't want to hold an injured guy longer, that's got to stretch out for another.
But I would absolutely try and buy low on Jack Flaherty for sure. Why wouldn't I want to get an ace on my team?
For sure. Yeah, I would be checking that out because I think if you're gonna get him, you have to get him before he comes back.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Are you away from the mic? Are you good?
Yeah, I was just getting something on the floor. Sorry.
Yeah, and then Zach Wheeler's my next guy. What do you think about him?
I like him. I want to give him a chance. But if somebody offered me like a crazy offer, I would give him up. But nothing's really knocked my socks off, at least in my league.
Okay. Wow. I made a good offer, bro.
I don't get out of bed for some of those trades I've been offered. So
Oh my gosh, I offered a good ass trade.
No, you did. It made me think, but I like the upside still of Zach Wheeler more than some of those other
Mhm.
guys. So I'm gonna stick with it, and I'll ride or die. I'll die with this. I'll go down with the ship. You know.
Well, no, I don't think you're going down with the ship. I think he did need to stretch out. It looked like in his third start, he did peak. The
Hmm.
fastball did peak at 97 miles per hour.
Yeah, I mean, there's a
So it
lot of
looks
encouraging
like
signs.
there's encouraging signs. I think if anybody is going to buy low, this is possibly your last chance. I mean, unless I'm totally wrong and he is hurt, then it's going to suck for you. But if you want a
Yeah.
high tier ace level pitcher, this is the time to risk it.
For the
I think
biscuit.
go for Zach Wheeler, and I just don't feel like they would be playing him if he was hurt.
No, I don't think so either.
And he wouldn't just. Most people aren't that crazy to just say
No.
they're fine and lie to the trainers, and
But all it takes is one pitch, and that shoulder's donezo again. So
it's true. I'm still a big fan though.
That's what DeGrom's not injured every time he goes out there, but he injures himself.
For sure, for sure. Bo Bichetti, Zach, how do you feel about him? He's had a really slow start.
He's at a slow start, but the guy's a fucking stud. I mean, he's
a first round tier hitter, so you would have to trade a lot.
From everything I know, even though he's having a slow start, he's still, when he makes contact, he hits the ball very, very hard. Like, he's always got one of the highest hard hit ball rates.
Okay.
So there's still plenty there for him where he's gonna break out of his little slump.
I know, but I would offer. He's a first round pick, so I would offer like a third, a third tier level. Like maybe, so you know how Ty France is breaking out. Like you offer Ty France.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't believe he can keep that up, and you get Bo Bichetti for the rest of the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely do that.
It's gonna have to be a big offer, but this is you got to talk about these guys when this might be their only chance for the whole year where you could actually trade for them.
Right.
Where the owner could be a little worried, because he's batting .219, 1 home run, 4 RBI, 1 stolen base, and he's ranked 239. So
yeah,
I think I'm gonna throw something heavy at him, man. Would you offer Xander Bogaerts for Bo Bichette?
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah.
I think I would. Yeah.
I think
Bogaerts, you know what you're gonna get. He's very solid. Yeah. Bo Bichette has more upside, I think, though, than Bogaerts. But I mean, Bogaerts, you're definitely giving away a top 5 shortstop, but Bo Bichette can just give you so much. Mm-hmm. I think that maybe Bogaerts can't, like more home runs, stuff like that. Maybe even more stolen bases. Bro. Yeah.
For sure. And then next guy, Cody Bellinger. Would you buy low on Kodak? Or are you still not a believer?
I think I will. There's a lot of stuff that encourages me about him. It looks like he's starting to figure some things out at the plate. I know he had a good week.
Huge day today. Huge day.
Yeah, I think I would definitely be trying to get Cody Bellinger. I think he's going to have a bounce back for sure.
Yeah, man. 15 fantasy points today. 2 for 4 at the plate. 2 runs, 2 home runs, 4 RBI.
Yeah. So he's looking good. He just last year he was getting bad weed. He's gotten the good stuff now.
Yeah, this was a late pick for people. So if you took the risk, you took the flyer, man. This could be paying off huge.
Mm-hmm.
He could return first round value. Like we know he has that ability. So I totally agree. I would be buying low if you can even call that anymore after today's performance.
Maybe not.
But I still want to throw him on here, see if you can get him. Jose Abreu, Zach, is he washed, or how do you feel?
No, his expected stats look very good. Like he's got an expected batting average of close to 300. So like he's just getting bad luck. He's getting no hitting around him. That's for sure. Like there's no protection at all for him. He's the only guy teams have to worry about right now. And Andrew Vaughn would be the other guy, but they don't play their best player every day. So yeah, that's the White Sox.
They will now. They have to now.
Oh yeah, because a lot of
super hurt.
Yeah, super hurt. Like they got a starting team in the injury ward.
Yeah, Yeah, man. I think
I would definitely be buying low on Abreu, man. He's going to start going up every year.
Yep.
He never has a good April, man. Even into Jose Abreu's MVP year. Because that was in the summer because that was COVID. But he's never had a good April if you look historically. And then every May is fucking amazing for Jose Abreu. So yes, I would be trying to get Jose Abreu right now.
Yeah, last chance, I think, for sure. He's got to start picking it up because his team's on a 7-game losing streak.
Yeah.
But yeah, last chance. If you need a first baseman, I think him or Bellinger, but Bellinger's going to be harder to get.
Mm-hmm. So, I would try for Bellinger, and if that don't work, then go for Abreu.
For sure. Another guy I think has a very limited time before he goes off again because he hasn't done it this year yet. Corey Seager, how do you feel?
I've never been a big Corey Seager fan. I always thought he was a little overrated, so I'm kind of out on this one, dog.
Oh wow!
If we're doing shortstop, I'm going Bo Bichette, and otherwise I'm okay looking at the waiver wire for streams.
Hey, hot take here. Oh god!
Not a Corey Seager guy. I mean, he's either injured or in a slump.
Well,
and then he'll give you a good month or two. He
wasn't injured. He was only injured last year because he got hit by a pitch.
Yeah, he's had injuries before too.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like last year wasn't like a leg thing. Like his just a weird hand fracture.
No, I mean, yeah, you're right. But I remember the one year that it was hamstrings all year, and I did happen to have him that year. So I mean, you're
a little salty.
I am salty, and it's hard to not be after a year like that with guys. Like I didn't want to go Bregman this year because of how bad he was last year with dealing with injuries and stuff, and then looks like I should have not been salty about Bregman last year. I mean, every year's a new year, you never know.
Yeah, can't hold the salt. I think this is... So Zach's out on Corey Seager, but for me, I think this is his last little chance. Just kind of like Jose Abreu before he goes off. He'll probably finish a top 5 shortstop. So .259 batting average, 1 home run, 8 RBI. Rank 165. I think go after him if you have the ammo to do so.
Yeah.
And looks like you're adding a guy here, Zach, so go ahead. Go ahead, there.
Yes, Marcus Simeon. He's also historically a very good second base or shortstop. He had a career year last year where he was like, I think, 3rd in the MVP voting last year. And he's starting very slow, similarly to Seager, who they thought was going to be their all-star infield, 158 average, no home runs, 5 RBI, only 2 stolen bases. But he's starting to get off the schneid here. He went 2 for 3 today in their loss. 2 singles, looks like, and he had a walk as well. So 3 total bases for Simeon. Looks like that might be the building block to something here. Would you buy low on Marcus Simeon, Jake?
I think he would be behind, obviously, Bo Bichette, behind Seager for me.
Because it's the opposite for me. I have him in front of Seager second in my shortstops.
Okay. Yeah, definitely a buy low, though. I mean, you got to, I think, still try to get him.
Oh, no, yeah. Still try and get him. He's going to give you better numbers than what he's giving you now, for sure. I mean, that's,
Yeah, this is
I think that you can almost bank on it.
Batting average, yeah.
It's terrible, but I mean, you got to think it's going to get better.
So what would you offer for him?
So that's a good question. What would I offer for him? Fucking Yahoo. How do I get to my team? Okay, there I go. Sorry, we just switched over. We've been doing an ESPN league for 5 years. And then this year we decided our manager decided to switch it over to Yahoo, and I have no idea what I'm looking at anymore. Still getting used to it. Oh my god. So let's see here. I might offer like a Jeff McNeil, who's starting pretty good right now.
Oh, they wouldn't take that.
You don't think so?
You'd have to spice it up a little bit.
Jeff McNeil and maybe like a Luis Garcia or something like that. Might offer something like that and just see and start getting into some talks.
Yeah, that looks like it would be definitely. That's a good offer.
Yeah, so I might try and do that, but we'll see.
For sure. Okay, yeah. Then another this now we're getting to some cheaper options at the bottom here. Well, just this one, I think. Jared Kellneck. I want to talk about him. He's being
Fuck
first off,
no.
he's being dropped. So you might be able to get him for free, but if you're just big baseball guy and you see that he's starting to turn it around right now, I mean, you can
That's
probably
what
get
they
him.
call me. They call me big baseball guy.
My gosh. But it looks like he's starting to just do a little better in the past week. I think maybe he's finally coming around. You can get him for really cheap. So
Yeah, I would say so. He's 74% rostered. He's actually going up lately, but I mean, still a 167 average. This guy, he's still home run or bust. He gives you nothing else. All he is
he got stolen bases.
Okay, yeah, he's got 3 stolen bases, but I mean, he plays every day. So it's not like he has a lot of stolen bases. He's only not played in 2 games.
I'm just saying that you get it cheap. You could offer like a guy who's maybe like Stephen Kwam. If you don't believe he can keep it up all year, you could try to get Kellneck, who's a bigger prospect, obviously.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I
don't
mean.
know,
I'm
man.
not talking like offering your best guys.
Yeah, but I'm kind of out on Jared Kellneck. This is 2 years now. Yeah, I'm off the train for sure.
I think I just wanted to talk about him, but I want to wait another week, see how he does, and then maybe decide from there. Robbie Ray, bro, I want to talk about him. Finishes the #1 fantasy pitcher last year, at least in our points leagues. But right now, he's kind of struggling. 4.19 ERA, 1.24 WHIP, only 13 strikeouts. He's a big strikeout pitcher. So I think this is your chance to get him.
I think I agree.
Ace level pitcher. If you don't have good pitching, that's your weakness. I'd offer a couple hitters.
Yeah.
Know?
But there are some things about his fastball velocity. Jesus Christ, can I talk? Fastball velocity that have me a little scared that it's down like about 2 miles an hour right now.
So is he stretching out just like Wheeler?
Well, he's pitching 6 innings, so it's not like he's stretching out. He's stretched out. He's just his fastball velocity is down 2 miles per hour from last year. Last year it was up about close to 97. It's clocking in at about 94.5 right now.
For sure. Yeah, I haven't read anything about like if he's playing hurt or not. So I think
playing hurt,
just to get him, bro.
Getting a little older. I don't know.
He's just won the Cy Young last year.
But 2 miles an hour off the fastball is pretty significant, though.
Yeah, so I think you would have to guess that he's gonna pick it up.
Maybe, but he's also not on Toronto this year. He's on Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Who's actually looking pretty good right now, but yeah.
Yeah, I'd go for him, bro. I think this is a steal. Like, it's going to be easier to get him than Zach Wheeler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not, actually. Maybe the same.
About the same, I think, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Who would you rather have, Wheeler or Robbie Ray?
Wheeler.
Okay. Yeah, both studs last year. I mean, they were like the 1 and 2, or one of them was 1.
The only reason I like Wheeler is because of the continuity on the same team with the same staff and everything. You're taking a little bit more of a chance with Ray just on a new team and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So,
for sure. What would you offer? You would offer. Maybe I'll look at my team here.
Yeah, why don't you tell me who you would offer? Because I'm not.
Do you think it would be worth it to offer? Let's just use Bogarts as like the base offer. Would you offer Bogarts, or would you want to keep Bogarts? I
would offer Bogarts for Ray.
Okay.
I think they'll finish around the same, points wise by the end of the year. Maybe Ray a little bit more if he does figure it out and like get back to like ace level.
For sure. Okay. Yeah, something to look into. Edwin Diaz. He has kind of struggled to start the year. He's ranked pretty low, but he's supposed to be, we know he's supposed to be a high class reliever, closer. So he's ranked 194 right now, 2.57 ERA, 1.0 WHIP, only 1 save in 7 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts.
Yeah, that's rough. I mean,
and he blew. So 2 days ago, he blew the save and then got the win. That was kind of weird.
That is strange.
Yeah, I don't know. Would you buy low, or are you not a
I
believer?
think I would buy low because the Mets look like they're very good this year, and if he's is going to figure it out and be the main closer, I
Exactly.
mean, I think he's going to be. I think he's going to do better. There's better days ahead for for Diaz for sure.
Yeah, that's how I feel. If I had a guy like the Cubs reliever who started really hot, I would offer him. Um, just like
I
if
would
like
offer Gregory Soto right now for Diaz.
yeah, for sure. Um, trying to think who else I would offer. If I had to offer a batter, I mean, you could offer like a Trevor Story
Mm-hmm.
kind of tier batter. Like he's still highly owned, but he's not, your top batter for sure.
Yeah,
All right, Walker Buehler. He was also one of the top finishers last year. I think he came in second in Cy Young, and you have him as well. He's also struggled, has he not?
he has. There's no way in hell I'm trading him though.
Yeah, you'd have to offer the package, right?
Yeah, you'd have to give me the full package.
You'd have to. So what's he doing? 4.02 ERA, 1.47 WHIP. Is his velocity down too, Zach? 11 strikeouts.
I haven't heard anything about the velocity. It's just more like he's just starting slow. It just seems like just bad, just
Mm-hmm.
playing bad. And I think even last year it was a little rough the first month. So I'm just because I know that's how he did last year and still finished number one. I'm not worried at all about Walker Buehler because seems like
Mm-hmm.
exactly what happened last season.
So if somebody offered you Xander Bogaerts and Logan Gilbert, would you take it?
I might.
Okay.
I like
I'm
the.
just, I'm
I
just
like
I'm
that.
just throwing scenarios out there.
I think I would take that. That's a pretty damn good offer. I think Logan Gilbert's a stud, and he's not quite on Walker Buehler's level because he's not on as good a team, but he's
Mm-hmm.
he's a guy that gets fucking guys out. That's for sure.
For sure.
And I like Xander Bogaerts just because he's a very fucking good floor guy.
Yeah, yeah. Always gets you like
So I
two
mean
two plus fantasy points.
that's honestly a great offer. I might honestly consider that.
Okay. Well, I wasn't actually offering it,
It
but
would still be very hard for me to give up Walker Buehler, but
yeah, I mean that's your
that would
ace.
get me to start thinking, okay, maybe we can do something here.
For sure. Yeah, man. Okay, yeah. I think Bogarts is just a good base because he's not like a top tier, maybe not even a top 20 bat, but he's up there. Like,
Yeah, he's very up there. I mean, he's not one of those guys that's like he'll get you solid points every game, whether it's 2, 3.
mm-hmm.
Like that's a slump for Bogarts is like getting you like 1 or 2 fantasy points. He doesn't get you the negatives,
Mm-hmm. Would you? Oh, okay. Well, that basically covers my buy lows. Do you have any other buy lows?
No, I think all this is. I mean, I had Marcus Simeon. That's really the only one that I was
For
wanting
sure.
to touch
Yeah,
on for
I've
sure.
been focusing. I was trying to trade for Wheeler from you, and we not got nothing done. And then I was trying to get Bo Bichette from the other guy. We've got nothing done, but I haven't offered Bogarts yet, so I might try that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that might open people's eyes for sure, dude.
Yeah, not Trevor Story.
If he started a little better, maybe, but it seems like I'm trading one slumping guy for another slumping guy, and that's what kind of is like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for the listeners, I offered Trevor Story, Sean Murphy. I just threw in Sean Murphy because Zach doesn't have a catcher.
Yeah, I knew why you did that. That was a good call on your part. That one got me looking because I was like, I do need a catcher.
And another breakout potential, Patrick Sandoval, who's got
I do like him.
0 ERA, 1.5 WHIP, 11 strikeouts, but they're kind of stretching him out still. Like he's only been pitching 4 innings.
Yeah, but that's just because he's young and he's their prized prospect. I mean,
Yeah. But
I'm
that's the
very,
offer I made.
I'm very
Yeah.
interested in Sandoval. You got him like a round before me in our draft, but I was going to take him.
Yeah, it's a big target for me because well, at one point in the draft, so many hitters fell to me that I had like no pitchers, so I just had to go pitchers for like 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go into sell highs. We're kind of dragging here. Sorry about that, guys, but just wanted to talk about everybody because there's so many players right now that like these trades you make. If you can get a good trade like this off in the beginning of the season, it could be a league buster.
Yeah.
Like if I could swing like you or me swung a Bo Bichette trade to our team,
Yeah, that would be
it'd be
huge.
insane. Yeah. So sell highs. I put like half of these guys I put question marks on just because I wanted to hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
But let's go over these top guys, which I think we could probably agree on. But give me your thoughts on CJ Cron.
So don't have a lot of thoughts on CJ Crone. I've never really been a fan of his.
Yeah, he's the number 3 ranked batter right now.
Yeah, I mean that's about to fall off a cliff.
You would sell high.
Yeah.
Who could you like actually get for him though? Because
I would offer him for anybody on this list of buy lows that we talked about.
Yeah, but people wouldn't take like CJ Cron for Bo Bichette. Maybe they would take CJ Cron for Jose?
I mean, you'd have to make it like a 2-for-1, but I mean, yeah, you could probably offer Crone for. You could probably offer Kron for Abreu 1-for-1, and that might get something done. You know, just smart with it. But I mean, I'm not a believer in CJ Crone for sure. I mean, come on.
Yeah, me either, man. Number 3 batter. I'm trying to. If I had him, I'd be trying to toss right now.
Yeah, I'd be tossing that sauce.
Anything. And then Zach, do you believe in Saya Suzuki?
No, this guy I do. If I was lucky enough to have him, I would be keeping him. He'd be like a focal point of my team.
Well, yeah, the sell high point though is that do you think he can maintain the number 8 batter?
Well, that's why I do. That's why I wouldn't sell high. I think he can maintain this. He seems like he was already I mean, dude, the guys that come over from Japan, they don't struggle adjusting to the major league game. The leagues that they come from over there, man, they're already well seasoned hitters. Like I fully believe in it. Like it seems like most of the time hitters that come from over there, they do very well and they live up to the hype most of the time.
Yeah, but number 8 batter in the league.
He might fall off a little bit from there, but I don't think he's going to be I think he's going to be like a top 20 guy the whole season, you know? Top 20 hitter for sure.
But if you could trade Saya right now for Bo Bichette, would you do it?
I wouldn't do it for Bo Bichette.
What?
No.
Are you kidding me?
I might do it for like Mike Trout or Vladimir Guerrero.
Damn. You really do believe that?
No,
I would.
I don't think Bo Bichette's going to do much better than Suzuki will rest of season.
I mean, eventually the league's going to figure out Suzuki a little bit. I think
we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. So you're a little higher on him than me. I think he's.
Yeah.
I think he could do really good. I think he could stay in the top 50.
I watched the Cubs game and he impressed me. I gotta say,
what against Pittsburgh?
I can't remember what game I watched, but I watched a game and I was watching him a lot, and I just the way his approach at everything, I don't think he's going to struggle too much. It seems like he's got it all figured out, man.
But why did he only come over at age 27?
I didn't tell you. I mean, I think maybe they were paying him pretty well over in Japan.
Yeah. Dang. Okay. Yeah, so you're a little higher on him than me. You think he could be top 20? I see him falling
and I think
to 40.
I think last year, seeing how all the press around Shohei Ohtani, which they normally haven't been giving to Asian hitters, they didn't do that near as much when we had oh my god, what's the big Asian guy that had an amazing career? He was one of the best hitters. Why am I blanking on his name? Yeah, he was a hitter. But just the way they covered Shohei Ohtani last year, really, I think that got a lot of maybe guys from Japan maybe wanting to come over to America more. Just they will get a lot of press and they will get talked about just as much as everybody else, And
yeah, I think
more respect. Exactly. I think that last year with Ohtani did a lot to maybe make a guy like Suzuki be like, okay, I want to go over there. Mm-hmm. So I think that could be part of it.
Okay. But yeah, I think so. You think you could be top 20? I think you could be. I think he'll fall to 40. He'll be in the 40 to 50 range. So I would try. I want to sell high. You would hold. Obviously. I would try to get Bo Bichette for sure. Or if I needed an ace, I would try to get Zach Wheeler or Yeah, probably Zach Wheeler over Robbie Ray for sure.
Mm-hmm.
If someone offered you, since you're a Suzuki fan, if someone offered you Suzuki for Walker Buehler, would you take it?
I mean, I might do a 2-for-1 with that. It's just because I'm a big Walker Bueller fan too.
Gotcha. Okay. Would you do Zach Wheeler 1-for-1 if somebody had Zion?
I would probably do that for sure. Yeah, I
Eh,
I might offer Wheeler for Suzuki.
Bree's got him. She's a Cubs
Okay.
fan, so
Ooh.
yeah, I don't
Okay,
know.
maybe she won't.
I don't know. You have to talk to her.
Yeah.
Anthony Rizzo, bro, he's the number 20 batter right now.
Yep.
How do you feel?
Selling the fuck high for sure.
Why is that? Why is that, bro?
His back's about to go out.
Yeah, it sucks because he's a very likable player. You want to hold him,
I
but
mean he's awesome. I like Anthony Rizzo a lot, but yeah.
He can't maintain number 20.
No.
Right?
No.
Who would you try to go for in this list above and by lows?
So I would. I'm just glad that this is his first good April he's ever had here, Anthony Rizzo. He normally starts very slow every season. I would offer him for Jose Abreu.
1-for-1, okay.
I would do 1-for-1 on that. I would also offer him for try and get Bellinger,
Yeah, that's not a bad one either. For sure. All right. Kind of a breakout so far this year, but maybe it's one of those just early season flukes. Connor Joe on Colorado. Have you looked into him at all?
I really don't know enough about Connor Joe. I've heard other podcasts and other people talking about him. I haven't done my research.
Let me tell you, brother.
Yeah, tell me, brother.
37th ranked hitter, .33 batting average, 333. Sorry.
There he is.
3 home runs, 5 RBI, 1 stolen base. He's already up to 78% rostered.
Yeah.
I think it's a great start to the season, but he's also on a bad team,
mm-hmm.
and I don't think he could maintain being a top 50 hitter. So I
think I would agree, but maybe that batting average will stay high, though, and maybe they make him a very awesome streaming option, later in the year.
Yeah, I'd try to trade him for one of these more proven guys on the buy low list.
Yeah, I think so, too.
If I can get anything going. Okay. Well, we're in agreement then.
Yeah, we're in agreement.
Stephen Kwam, another... Actually, he might be Asian American. I have to double check that. But
yeah, you got to get that shit right, man.
Shut the fuck. He looks really, really freaking good on Cleveland. He kind of looks like a young. Gosh, why am I blanking right now? He looks like a young on base guy. I'm thinking of Michael Brantley.
Oh, I thought you said he looks like a young Bruce Lee or something.
No, but so his batting average is .357. He's not a power hitter. He's just an on-base guy. So no home runs, 7 RBI. He's the 60th ranked hitter right now. He's actually being dropped, but...
He's the 60th ranked hitter with hitting no home runs. That tells you that he's just,
He hits it really hard, though.
Putting the barrel on the ball. He's day to day right now. Maybe people are worried about his injury. But I don't know. I don't know why people would be dropping him.
High? Would you sell high?
I would keep him. I mean, 357 batting average. I mean, people are dropping him. I don't know. But from the looks of things, maybe, from the looks of things here, it's not like he's had a couple hitless games in a row. Maybe people are just early in the season. They're that after a couple hitless games. Thinking that maybe it's over.
He's got a short leash from owners. I mean, you can read the one fun thing about Yahoo Fantasy is you can read all the comments from people.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious, but you could see how short of a leash people have.
Yeah.
People are all about him, and then he has 3 games of no hits, and then they drop him, and then all about him. That's how it's been so far. So I was actually watching when he was playing the White Sox, and he looked. He made Cease look foolish, man. It was. Yeah. I think he's actually really got the eye, and he's a legit hitter.
Mm-hmm.
But I would still try and sell high just because he doesn't have the power.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you could get though. This would be a smaller. Maybe you could do Kwam for Kellneck or Kwam for Edwin Diaz, something like that.
I would try those two for sure.
But I don't know how much more you could get for just him by himself.
Yeah.
And these next two, actually, these next 5 pitchers, bro, are just really big question marks because they've all had injury history. They've all had really big hot streaks before. So I really want to get your opinion. Carlos Rodon, how do you feel?
Trading him. I think he's a top 5 pitcher this year.
But he slows down at the end of the year.
Yeah, but I think this year's going to be different because last year he did play a full year. I think being in the warmer weather most of the time is going to help him. Mm-hmm. I'm super high on Carlos Rodon. I don't think I wouldn't be trading him if I had him.
Okay, so you wouldn't sell high. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's hard for me to do it right now just because of he's like the number 1 ranked pitcher, like that. But as the season goes on, I'd be thinking about it just because I know, he's not yet used to that full time. He hasn't done it a whole season yet where he's been this. Because it was like the last 2 months almost that he was slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
Joey Musgrove, similar situation. He broke out the beginning of last year. He was a top 10 pitcher for the first half, and then he had a very mediocre second half. He was almost droppable, to be honest. I actually had him. How do you feel about him, bro? Is this a repeat of last year?
Yeah, I would be trying to shop him right now. Looks like he's doing the beginning of the year thing that he always does. That he's done last year. I think that's going to be a thing with him. I think he's on a good enough team where he's going to have good games.
Yeah.
I think he's a very talented pitcher too, but I'm not buying I'm not buying that he's a top 10 pitcher.
Yeah, if you could trade him for Zach Wheeler,
I would do that. Yeah.
Would you do him for Robbie Ray?
I would probably do him for Robbie Ray. Yeah.
Okay. Carlos Carrasco, I know he was my big surprise this week just because of his lights out pitching against San Fran. But I am a little worried about injury history and his age.
Yeah, I'm not.
How do you feel? Oh,
I'm big on the Carloses this year. Rodon and Carrasco. I wouldn't be trading. I wouldn't be trading either. I'm serious.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I would trade Carrasco just because of the injury history. I would try to be going for one of these other aces above, or if I needed a hitter, I'd probably go for Jose Abreu. I like to always have healthy history guys if I can.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely harder to trade Rodon right now. Carrasco though, I'm scared. I'm scared for his whole body. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Dylan Bondi, man.
I would trade him.
Okay. Yeah, no, we talked about him as actually a top pickup. So if he's not picked up in your league, this is a must grab.
Grab him, but I would try and trade him.
Yeah, from there, see what you can get.
Yeah.
Include him in a package. He'd have to be a package guy because he's not a big name.
He's a package guy for sure.
Yeah, big package. Another former ace, Noah Syndergaard, now in the Angels. First 3 starts, he's looked really, really good. I'm pretty surprised. How do you feel?
Surprised because when he actually is healthy, he's a very good pitcher.
Well, yeah, so do you think he could stay healthy?
I think he can. I think Thor is going to have a great year.
Would you not sell high?
I think he's going to have a great year, but I would sell high on Syndergaard, though. You'd be foolish to not try and see what you can get for him. Maybe try trading him in a package for Walker Buehler.
Yeah, his last game wasn't as good, and it was against Baltimore.
Still, no, at this point, positive points for a start, I'll take,
Yeah, pitchers across the board are struggling, and hitters.
Just think, though, if he got the win, if he got a win that game against Baltimore, he would have had 18 like he had the last game, so.
That's true. I'm a little torn because you probably got him late in a draft, but at the same time, with the injury history, you might want to just trade up. He could be a steal, but
trading him in a package for Walker Buehler or Zach Wheeler, I would do in a second.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I might do the old reversal of that too. I might trade Zach Wheeler for Syndergaard in a package.
Package.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, man. Those are all I know it was a lot of guys, but I wanted to talk about all those players.
Word of the day, package.
For sure. Yeah, that wraps up my sell highs. Do you have any other sell highs, bro?
I
Anybody
do not.
on your team, or you're trying to sell high on?
Let me take a little look-see here.
Okay.
Honestly, my team, I might sell high on everybody right now. I'm pissed off at them. I gotta go have a talking to with them in the locker room.
Oh yeah, call them up, bro. Yeah, sorry about this. Sorry about this L.
Yeah, I mean, thank you. It's okay, but these fucking, I just got to get their heads out of their assholes.
Sure.
Sean Manaea, a dud. And then Aaron Savale, who was supposed to be like my floor guy that I wouldn't have to worry about, looking like he sucks so far to start the year. But I got Gossman super late. Like, I can't believe he was still there.
Dude.
Like the round I got him.
He almost was my surprise, but I picked Carrasco just because it's more impressive for me.
Yeah, I mean, Gassman, dude, I got him in like the 15th round or something fucking crazy. Like,
that was a steal.
Yeah.
Steal. I was looking at him, but you grabbed him before me.
I might sell Kyle Tucker high right now, but he hasn't even.
Wow.
I might. Well, not even a sell high because he hasn't done good yet. But I would. He's just a big name, he's automatically like a sell high. I think I might be listen to offers for Kyle Tucker.
Well, at least you got him late.
I did get him late, yeah.
But he was projected like a top 10 pick, right?
Yeah, he was like 20, my third round. He was my third round.
You got him. Yeah, he fell in the draft.
Yeah,
for sure.
I thought it was a steal when I got him, but he's started very slow so far. Mike Trout is turning it around.
Mike Trout, he'll be fine. Oh my God.
Yeah, I might sell high Mike Trout. He's on my worried list.
Get out of here, bro.
He only had 2 home runs the other day, man.
Wow.
I might sell high on. I don't know. I kind of like some of the guys. I might sell high on like Gavin Lux. He's doing pretty good to start the year. See if I can get something for him.
Chris Bassett?
Yeah, I might sell high on Chris Bassett. See if anybody's interested in him.
Okay.
Yeah, but for the most part, I like my team. I think they'll turn it around eventually. But it's just a slow start for a lot of these guys in April.
Mm-hmm.
Happens to a lot of players in April. When it's colder, a lot of guys take a while to get going. It's just kind of how it is. You got to be patient in baseball.
Yeah, people are super impatient with it. You got to be.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, that wraps up the episode. Went a little longer than I was hoping, but we still hit everything we wanted to talk about, so that's what's important.
Yeah, and just thank you so much for listening, everybody. We're excited to be bringing you our fantasy baseball talk, and we'll be with you here every week for the long, grinding season of baseball.
All summer, baby.
All summer long, baby.
Oh, God. Make it weird. Weird.
So with that, remember to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you get notified when our episodes drop. Drop it like it's hot, and go give us a follow on our social media. We got Facebook, facebook.com/Garden of Sports Podcast. We have Instagram, instagram.com/Garden of Sports. And we have Twitter. We have twitter.com/GOSPod2021. Go give us a follow. It'll be awesome. It'll be the best thing you ever did. You'll be so happy with it. And you'll make us happy as well.
Hell yeah. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.